These are pinch nose glasses, which is a type of spectacle, which was one of the first types of spectacle which was developed. And I kind of looked at historical glasses because I wanted to make things based on coins, like coins for eyes, how they used to put coins on the eyes of the dead. This pair has just been made with traditional sunglass lenses, and these are Swarovski crystals. Each of the glasses has a saying which says Vanitas, Vanitatum, Omnia Vanitas, which means vanity, vanity, all is vanity. Each one's gold vermeil, which means that it's silver and then gold plated. I worked with an amazing 3D prototyper called Jack Holloway, who sat with me, and I had an idea of what a coin was going to be like, so he 3D made it into 3D for me, and we were able to make casts in metal of waxes, which were made out of a 3D prototyper.
Fantastic.
These are mouthpieces, which were one of the main pieces that I wanted to make as part of the collection. I became really obsessed with showing the teeth of the model. I was inspired by old relics which I was seeing of Catholic saints, where they would take the skeletons and preserve them and cover them in jewels and gold, and I wanted to, on the model, to expose the teeth to kind of give that memento of death, memento mori, and but to have something beautiful and yet grotesque at the same time. So each one of these mouthpiece has about 40 maggots on, and each one was made in wax and then handmade, and then placed individually on, and then cast in gold vermeil. So and this is just a larger version, but each one that is produced of these is bespoke and individual. Okay, so I produced a collection of rings this season, and they are stackable, so that they've been made so that you can get something like a pinky ring, or you could be worn as a fingertip ring, and they can be worn individually or stacked together, and each one's gold, and it can be worn as little or as many as is needed. Another type of ring that I designed this season was also a palm ring, so that which is, I think many people would probably expect the ring to be worn like that, but what I really wanted was to have maggots in my palm, as one does.
As we all do. Yeah.
But I just really like the idea of having this change and this concealment, or this surprise of having a reminder of death or something like that. And they are in gold, rose gold, yellow gold, rose gold, and also black rhodium for anybody who likes black, but also silver, but I didn't make a silver sample. I really liked gold, the richness of the colour for this collection. And then also the charms for necklaces I also made, because I have a lot of the time people asking me if they can buy pieces that I make, but a lot of the time they are maybe quite a bit of an investment. And so I wanted to kind of give people an opportunity, if they wanted to kind of get a memento of the collection, that it would be possible within a reasonable price range. There's also the glasses, which are made from refurbished antique frames. I have a specialist lens maker who works with me on the frames and basically strips them back, and they're polished and plated in gold, and the lenses are made bespoke so that they're absolutely flat, and there's no curvature in them, so it's like in the antique style. And there's also with red lenses as well, which they were put together so that it pulled the red into the rest of the collection. The rose pieces are all made from lamb's leather, and it's patent. Each petal was hand cut and curled and put together. For example, the large headpiece took about 8 weeks of at least 2 pairs of hands making flowers for 9 hours a day.
A lengthy process.
It took a long time, and I've been very fortunate to have very dedicated assistants that helped me, and became very skilled in rose making after we developed a way of putting them together, and also making the leather curl so that it would replicate the edges of roses. There's also the J-wing pieces as well. All of the taxidermy elements and the wings are all ethically sourced. No animal
So Peter doesn't get on your back.
So Peter doesn't get on my back. Well, they're animals which have wild birds which have passed away from natural causes. So that
Bird flu.
Bird flu, not quite bird flu. They have to be, but maybe old age, which is something that was really important to me, as well as something I didn't show down here. We've got some adhesive maggots, which I thought would be something quite lovely to be used in makeup or as accessories for makeup designers, and they can be worn on the face or on the body, and they can be on a tear duct or like on an ear, behind the ear, like something just kind of sitting behind the back, on the back of the neck. And with these comes a prosthetic adhesive, so that it can be styled by the individual, whomever, and placed wherever they would like them. So you can wear as many or as few as you would like. But I thought it'd be interesting to locate them around the body, and these are all gold. For this piece,
Personal favourite. Love this one.
Each bird is made bespoke. They're positioned in accordance to my drawings that I kind of have gone through in normal taxidermy methodology. Each bird's holding a gold plated hook, so that it goes into the mouth and holds the mouth apart, and the beak of the bird is nearly touching the eye, but not quite. It was just something that was quite a hard piece to work out how it was going to go on, and how other people would be able to put it on when it's quite invasive in the front, and yet it's got to be stable in the back. So it was a mean bit of millinery technology to work out how I was going to put that together, but we got there.